This Pokemon was a lot of fun to use. It's not great, but it was fun. So we're going to be using Gigalith? Goliath? I'm going to call it Goliath, whatever. We have Charge Bug and we have Lantern. So first thing first, Core Breaker. First matchup, yikes, not great. We have Quagsire, which has super effective damage to both my back Pokemon, and it could have also Charjabug if they have Stone Edge, but they went straight for Mud Bomb, so I don't think they have Stone Edge. Hopefully, so I'm going to try my very best to do as much damage as I can. A Volt Switch go through, so I am going to shield the Mud Bomb and then go for Crunch and just do as much damage as I can for Goliath to come in and farm down this Quagsire. So I'm going to go for another Crunch. They decide to block. Also, yes, I do not have X Scissors. Why is that? I don't know. I just don't have it. I mean, cool. I don't know what to tell you. Now we find out that this Quagsire does not have Stone Edge. It has Aqua Tail and Mud Bomb, so they're able to get to move quite quickly. So I am going to shield because I think, honestly, a Mud Bomb will just take me out. And I'm able to farm down. And the next Pokemon coming in is a Vigoroth. Do they know I have superpower? They might not know this. Please do not shield. Do not shield. And it almost KOs in one shot. I snipe with a Lantern, and the next Pokemon is a Carbink. Now, they do have a shield, which is unfortunate, but we're able to do some damage with Surf. So we're going to be going for one Surf. They decide to let that go. We're going for another Surf, and they're going to have the shield eventually, and maybe Goliath can, in the end of this, sweep, but we're not too sure here. So Moonblast is going to be coming through, doing a lot of damage to my Lantern. Unfortunately, I can get to another Surf, but Goliath, come on, get to that superpower, and we get to it. And this, even though it is half fairy, it is still half rock, and we're able to take out the Carbink with a superpower, and that is going to be a good game. Go Goliath! I see you, Goliath, trying your very best. Hopping into the next match, we have Charjabug versus. Also, if you do decide to use this team, I think X Scissors would be better. But here we are. Great lead for us. Empoleon versus Charjabug, and they are staying in. So that is interesting. I do get a Volt Switch through. I thought maybe they were going to switch, so I didn't throw my move right away. But they go for a Drill Peck. I am going to be shielding. And then they switch to a Talonflame. And here I am making a mistake. I should have immediately came in with Goliath because I can just farm it down with Smackdown. I come in with Lantern because that is just my initial thought to do, is to come in with my water Pokemon, but Goliath would have been so good here. We do get a shield, and I'm going to let this go. I mean, Goliath needs a shield in order to do anything, and I'm a little worried that they have a grass in the back. I'm a little worried about that. So hopefully it's not a grass, but we'll see because I don't have X Scissors and there's a superior. So what do we do here? We hope and pray. That's all we can do. We hope, we pray, we hope their phone just shuts out. Maybe Pokemon Go lag is here for us. See, if I had X Scissors in this moment, this would be an easy win. But now, because I have Crunch, it's going to be a little bit difficult. They do decide to shield, and I'm going to let this go. It's just going to be the Aerial Ace, which we can take, but this is not looking good. I'm going to let this one go as well and go for another Crunch, or actually, no, I switched to Goliath, and I mean, I have to block. Even if it's Aerial Ace, I don't know how much Aerial Ace would do, but they have Leaf Tornado. So, that's not good either. I go for a superpower right away, and I think I should have farmed up a little bit more energy, but I was just worried they're going to take me out. And unfortunately, because I lowered my defense, I can't get to the superpower, and I don't have X Scissors. So this, unless they decide to lag out or maybe stop playing the game, we are going to lose to an Aerial Ace here. So that's going to be a good game. If we had X Scissors, we would have won this game easily. But we did not. Into the next match, we have Charjabug versus Azumarill. Great lead for us. Actually, our entire, a Lantern does well. They switch to Skeledirge, and Goliath is just going to chomp down on this damn alligator. We do have to shield the Shadow Ball. That might honestly, take me out. I'm not too sure about the damage here, and I am just going to farm down, but they get to another move. So I'm going to let this go. I can go down 2 shields. Thank goodness it's just going to be a crunch, but holy moly, that does a lot. I'm going to go for a meteor beam on the Azumarill, and Azumarill's thick, but this meteor beam does half of its life. I mean, did you think that was going to happen? Because I didn't. Look how good that was. It was fantastic. I'm going to come in with Charjabug and do as much damage. And then I'm going to switch to Lantern, and they bring in a Hypno. So good thing I saved that Charjabug with Crunch. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt right away. And we don't know what moveset this Hypno have. It could have a Focus Blast and Shadow Ball, but this Hypno has Ice Punch, which is resisted. So we're pretty good. I'm just going to go straight for Thunderbolt to do as much damage as I can. And they're going to decide to most likely let this go. No, they decide to shield. Okay, I mean, Charjabug can win this for me. I'm going to let this go. If it's an Ice Punch, I survive and go for a Surf. And then I'll go straight to Charjabug and crunch this Hypno. I survived the Ice Punch. And yeah, I can just crunch the Hypno, Discharge is such a gross name. Why they call it that? Discharge. It's gross. Anywho, Crunch goes through, gets rid of the Hypno, and Azumarill, they're going to just, get full switch down, and that is going to be a good game. Into the next match, we have Charjabug versus a Core Breaker to the team. We have Swampert. So this is an issue. Yeah, this is an issue. I didn't really think about the Core Breakers when I built this team. I just kind of built it, and then I figured out what the Core Breakers are very quickly whilst I was playing. So I'm going to let the Hydro Cannon go through. I'm going to go for a Crunch. And obviously, if I had X Scissors, I think I would go for that. Crunch does some pretty good damage, and we get the defense drop. So I am going to shield because I need the Swampert to get lower in order for any of my Pokemon in the back to farm it down. I go for another Crunch, and they cannot Mudshot me down, so they're going to have to throw a move. And we get another shield, well, the first shield on their end, and I'm going to let this go and come in with Goliath, and they are going to be able to farm down the Swampert. So farm it down. Yes, we can. Oh, thank goodness. And they're going to bring in a Lantern. So I'm going to go for a superpower. I just want to see how much this is going to do to this Lantern. And then I'm going to come in with my own Lantern. So this is going to do half their life. So that's pretty darn good. We get a little bit of lag here because, Pokemon Go, how can you play Pokemon Go without lag? It just has to happen. They're going to go for a Thunderbolt, and they're staying in. So it makes me think that they have a Flyer or a Water in the back, which is concerning. I'm hoping for a Flyer and not a Water, because if it is, I think I just lose here. So I am going to let this go. It's just a Surf, which I survive, and I'm able to go. I was going to go for a Surf, but a Skarmory comes in, so I can go for a Thunderbolt and almost take out the Skarmory. Goliath is going to come in and farm down, and now we just need to farm down the Lantern, and we win that game. That was a close one. Heading into the next match, we have Charjabug versus Trevenant, the smallest Trevenant I have ever seen in my entire life. Look how tiny this baby Trevenant is. Oh my God, I just want to cuddle it. You are so damn tiny. You're the size of a Charjabug. But this is also a Core Breaker. So unfortunately, I do have Crunch. So, we're doing something here. Gonna go for a Crunch after I blocked the Seed Bomb. And they're deciding to block and we don't get the defense job. Gonna go for another Crunch. And I think I'm going to let the next move go and then farm down. Oh, I don't know if I can farm down with Goliath, actually. I'm going to try. I'm going to let this go. Maybe it's a Seed Bomb. Nope, it's a Shadow Ball. And I'm going to farm down with Goliath. And, okay, I'm going to have to shield, unfortunately, but I think I can farm down. Hopefully, please, come on. Oh, and Annihilate comes in, so I have to switch to Lantern. And, Shadow Ball is going to be real. It's going to be real painful. Maybe this has Night Slash and Ice Punch. Nope, not with my luck. It's going to be a Shadow Ball. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt and try to spark down this Annihilate, but I don't know if this is going to happen. Can we spark down? Yes, we can. Their final Pokemon is, hopefully one we can one-shot. Oh crap, it's going to be a Skarmory. So I'm going to go for Meteor Beam. I didn't want to lower my defense and attack with Superpower, but Meteor Beam so close takes it out, but unfortunately, we're going to be Steel Wing down by the Skarmory and unfortunately lose that game. Heading into the next match, we got 3 out of 5 there, so not too bad. Goliath is a fun Pokemon. It really is. It's just a little bit tricky to work with, but I quite enjoyed using Goliath as the Pokemon. Into the next match, we have Charjabug versus Greedent. So not terrible, right? I don't know what the second move is, so I really don't want to switch out. And this, Greedent has Bullet Seed, I think, and not Mud Slap or Mud, the first Mud move. So this is actually better for me. They don't get the move as spammy. So I'm going to let the second one go as well. Body Slam's not going to do too much, but the next Body Slam, I believe, will take me out. So I'm going to go straight for a Discharge over here now that I build up to 2. First one's going to be doing that. Second one might be able to get the shield. We shall see. Discharge coming in. I hate the word discharge. It's gross. Taking out the Greedent, and they have a Talonflame, but I'm able to get to a Discharge. Thank you, Charjabug. This is going to go down, and now Goliath. Goliath, baby. It is time for you to shine. Smack down this Talonflame. I'm going to let this go. Everything is resisted unless it has Goliath Kill Beam. Nope, just a Flame Charge. And now they have the Core Breaker. Unfortunately, it's a Swampert. So, yeah, we're going to have to work some magic here. So I'm going to go for a Surf. Hopefully they let this go. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm going to let this go because Swamperts love to bait. And it is a Hydro Cannon. And I'm going to go for a Surf, but they get to a move in time. So I am going to shield because this might be an Earthquake. It is the Earthquake, so that's a fantastic shield. And I'm going to go for a Surf. Hopefully they let this go. But they decide to shield. Okay, so you know what? They're pretty low where Goliath can come in and farm down, and that Talonflame can't do anything. So I'm going to let this go. They go for a Hydro Cannon, so I am still alive, and I'm actually able to get to a Surf. So this is going to say goodbye to the Swampert, and then I'm going to come in with Goliath and smack down this Talonflame, and we win that game. Go Goliath, taking down every fire, every flyer so easily with Smackdown. Getting into the next match, we have Charjabug versus, give him a good lead, give him a water flyer, except for fire, we don't want that. It's going to be a Mantine. Hey, high five, water and flyer, perfect. So we're going to be able to stay in, and they're also staying in, so that is a concern, and they go straight for Aerial Ace. So all of my Pokemons do quite well against Mantine. I mean, if they have Water Pulse, it's going to be a little bit issue for Goliath, but we're going to go for Discharge. If they shield, I'm going to be very concerned. I am very concerned. Why did they shield? I mean, I can just let this go. I can come in with either Pokemons, but I'm just concerned as to what their next Pokemon will be, because if they have a Grass, this is not going to go well, because they probably think I have X-Scissors. And they have an Azumarill. Okay, so they're double weak to electric. I'm going to come in with Lantern. And there it is. Charjabug was a big core breaker because it is a freaking Whimsicott. And I'm able to get to the resisted superpower, but this is going to be a real close game here. So I get farmed down, and I'm going to come in with Lantern and go for a Thunderbolt. The only win con is, I don't know, sparking down this Whimsicott. They do throw a move, so I am going to shield. And hopefully I'm able to get to a Thunderbolt to take out the Azumarill. But I am getting, oh my gosh, I am in low red right now. Azumarill is still in green. They go for an Ice Beam. I have to shield. And this Thunderbolt will not KO. I don't think so. So I'm going to farm up as much energy as I can. Go for a Thunderbolt. And please let this KO the Azumarill. It does not, but a Spark does, and we're able to win that game. That was it. Look, Grass is not great against this team if Charjabug is down and does not have X-Scissors. We have Sandslash, another core breaker here. Not too terrible. I can just go for actually, I'm not too sure which move was better. I went for Crunch because maybe I can get the defense drop. Maybe electric move, Discharge would have been better, but actually, you know what? Yeah, probably Discharge probably would have been better, but that's okay. I'm going to let this go. And it is going to be the drill run. I survive. I go for a crunch right away. And hopefully they let this go. It's going to be, yep, they're going to let this go. Perfect. They're going to come in with a Quagsire. So here is another core breaker. And unfortunately, I do not get to a move. So I'm just going to sack Lantern. I'm hoping that it doesn't have Mud Bomb. Stone Edge is going to hurt, which it does, but it doesn't have Mud Bomb. So I am able to survive a little bit better with this Lantern. So I'm going to go for a Surf. They decide to shield. It makes sense since obviously I am core broken. And now oh yeah, it's over. I mean, it's a Victory Bell. There's nothing we can do. We're going to go down to 2 shields unless they crap out their phone. But yeah, no, it's over. It's over. Good game. Hopping into the next and final match, we have Charjabug versus Jumpluff. Okay, so yes, core breaker, but out of all of the grass Pokemon, this is a flying grass. So Charjabug can still do well with Discharge, and Goliath can still do well with the Smackdown. So we're going to let this go. It was really quick. Also, this Jumpluff, it does not have Fairy Wind. It has, I think it's Bullet Seed. So I think that's better for us in a way. I'm going to let this next move go. It's just going to be the Aerial Ace. I don't really know the move counts to Jumpluff. I'm assuming they're just going to be throwing Aerial Ace. I think it takes a little bit longer to get to Energy Ball, but I'm going to go for a Discharge. And we're going to see whether or not they decide to shield. And yes, they do. Okay, so I'm going to let this go. I think I actually survive if they go for Aerial Ace. They go for Aerial Ace, and no, never mind, we go down. I'm going to come in with Goliath and farm down, but they get to another move, and I don't want to be hit with an Energy Ball, so I'm gonna block. It's just going to be the Aerial Ace, so I could have let that go, but I was a little bit worried there. And they come in with Talonflame. And then a Azumarill. So because we know how much Meteor Beam is going to do, I am going to full send a Meteor Beam. Half the life of a Azumarill gets taken out. I'm going to farm up a little bit more, and I'm going to shield. This is Goliath's game to win. Lantern, you're not going to be even part of the field. Stay down there. It is just me, Goliath, and this Talonflame that is getting smacked down into, and that is going to be a fantastic game. So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this. Eat something, drink something, you deserve it, and I will see you in the next video. And also, if you want to send a battle, you can. Look in the description. All the details are down there. Okay, bye!